Hi, I'd like to take just a few minutes of your time and talk to you about paying for college. As you start planning to go to college, you and your family may have many questions, such as how much will it cost? Can I afford it? Where do I go for help? To assist you in finding answers to these questions, you first need to learn some of the basics. When deciding where to go to college, money shouldn't be the first thing you think about. Yes, college is expensive, but there are ways to pay for it if you plan ahead. Financial aid programs. Financial aid refers to specific borrowed, given, or earned money that can be found through a variety of sources, including state, federal, institutional, and private financial aid programs. Improve your chances of receiving financial aid by doing your research, planning carefully, and applying early. 529s are state-sponsored college funding programs. They're designed to help families save for future college costs. Employer tuition reimbursement plans. If you work while you're in college, your employer may offer an employer tuition reimbursement plan. Tuition benefits. If your parents work for a college or university, or for the Seventh-day Adventist Church, you may be eligible for a tuition discount. Tuition payment plans. Tuition payment plans are offered by your college or university. They allow you to budget your tuition over several months. Thereby, it makes it easier for you so you don't have to pay all of your expense at one time. There are two basic types of financial aid. There's gift aid and self-help aid. First, let's talk about free money. Free money is usually in the form of grants and scholarships. It does not have to be repaid, and so it's the first source of funding you want to consider. Grants are usually awarded based on a family's financial need. Scholarships may be awarded on the basis of academic achievement, athletic ability, artistic talent, background, or other attributes you may possess. Work study. Work study allows you the opportunity to get a job while you're in college and earn money to offset your college expenses. Also, there's borrowed money. That comes in the form of federal, student, and parent loans. By simply completing and submitting your free application for federal student aid, you will be considered for the federal Pell Grant and also the Federal Supplemental Education Opportunity Grant. The U.S. Department of Education administers our federal loan programs. You'll be eligible for student loans and parent loans simply by completing the FAFSA. Student loans come in two forms, subsidized and unsubsidized. Subsidized means interest is not accruing while you're in school. For the unsubsidized loans, interest does accrue, however, it doesn't have to be paid until you graduate. Remember that loans carry a 6-month grace period. So 6 months after you graduate or stop attending school at least half time, that's when your loans go into repayment. Both you and your parents want to be aware of your rights and responsibilities. Consider subsidized versus unsubsidized. Know your grace periods and beware of entrance and exit counseling. After looking at financial aid, federal and state sources of financial aid, it's always a good idea to look at institutional aid and private sources. Colleges and universities offer financial assistance to their students. The financial aid office is always the best place to find out about financial aid. Many agencies, associations, corporations, and civic groups provide money to students to attend college. You want to make sure that you find out the eligibility requirements, the award amounts, the application forms and deadlines, and proceed accordingly. I can tell you this, there's almost always two components associated with these scholarships. You have to write a paper, and you also have to have some type of volunteer service. So start planning that at this time. And then remember, there's a lot of resources out on the web regarding financing your education, so always go to trusted sources. Any of the .ed.gov sites are reliable and can be trusted. Additionally, if you want to search for scholarships, you can go to fastweb.com and you'll find many scholarship opportunities at that site. When applying for financial aid, your first step may be filling out the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid. Additionally, many schools offer a net price calculator. At Andrews University, you can log on to www.andrews.edu/go/NPC. It allows you to set up your own personal profile, and then you can find out what you may in fact have to pay for school. Next, do the math. When applying for financial aid, don't underestimate your options. Never assume you're too poor to attend college or too rich to receive some type of financial aid. Don't become overwhelmed by the price of attending college because it may not be what it seems. Once you factor in your state, your federal, and your institutional aid, I would encourage you to start your future now and plan ahead.